Couch to 5K. What is it? Do you need it? Is it worth the money? And if you stick around, we're going to go through a couple of hints and tips to get you through the entire process. Hi, I'm Shona and I am curating my dream life. Part of which includes becoming fit and healthy, full of energy, full of vitality, and I have not experienced any of that since I was a young child. So if you would like a hot messes perspective on Couch to 5K, then stick around. So what is Couch to 5K? In a nutshell, it is a running program that gets you up off the couch and trains you along the way to hit 5K. Generally, it's about 9 weeks, 3 days a week, and half an hour per session. The one I use, you get a 5-minute warm-up, a 5-minute cool down, and in the middle is interval training. So you walk for a certain period of time, you jog for a certain period of time. And as each session progresses, the amount of time that you spend walking or jogging increases or decreases. So in the first session, you might do a minute walking, a minute running, and then by the end of it, you're doing a 20-minute block. But in the middle, you might do 5 minutes jogging, 3 minutes walking, and that's pretty much it. You start slow, you build up, and by the end of it, you're running 5K. Do you need Couch to 5K? You can just go online and download the full 9 weeks, how long you should run, how long you should walk. But if you're lazy like me, it might be a better idea to just get the app. I prefer being able to just not think about it, throw my headphones in and have a woman come on to me and say, okay, walk, okay, jog. Just takes all the hassle out of it. Is it worth the money? Personally, I think yes. I first downloaded this in 2018 and I'm still trying to complete it in 2021, but it was a one-time payment and it tracks everything. So it tracks the route you run, how long it took you, how much of the time you spent walking, how much of the time you spent running, and really it's just easy, it's simple. And I think in today's modern world, we don't really have the time and energy and effort to be trying to log every individual thing ourselves. So why not just throw a couple of euro at it and be done? Will it help you lose weight? I think we all know the answer to this. Weight loss does not occur unless you're in a calorie deficit. Will this put you into a calorie deficit? Possibly, but the reality is it is so much easier to change your diet to lose weight than it is to try and out-exercise a bad diet. So it would be perfect as an addition to your new healthy lifestyle, but in and of itself, it's probably not going to make too much of a difference. Okay, so now I want to give you a couple of tips and tricks that really got me through the whole thing, because as I said, I downloaded it in 2018. I have done it multiple times since then, and only now in 2021 am I finally getting through it and actually making some changes and seeing a difference. So my first one is to remember that this is a 9-week program, but it does not need to be completed in 9 weeks. And that was my downfall so many times, especially as women, we tend to have an all or nothing mentality. If you miss the first workout of the week, you kind of throw the rest of the week off and think, oh, I'll start again next week. It's much easier if you just get up the next day and then extend your 9 weeks by one session. Life gets in the way. You have to work, you're tired, something came up, you just don't feel like running today. Might be raining outside, whatever it is, don't worry about it. You can just do it the next day and then continue on. Number 2, stay away from hills. When I did, I'd say my first 3 rounds of Couch to 5K, I was doing it in a town that it was built on a V-shaped valley. And it's hard enough to try and get my lungs to help me run in general without trying to run up a hill against gravity. And that's where I learned that it's okay to not only elongate the course, but to repeat the workouts. Because this gets progressively harder with each workout that you do, sometimes you might need to just repeat it. You can run maybe 2.5 minutes instead of 3, but if you're only doing 2.5 out of every 3 in this session, you're probably not going to be able for 4 or 5 in the next one. Redo the last one and be prepared for your next one. So much easier that way. And finally, my last tip is to celebrate the wins. There is absolutely no use in getting up, getting out, going for a run, and then coming home and saying, that was so hard, I hated every minute of it, blah, 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 blah. So even if you didn't complete the workout, give yourself a pat on the back. Congratulate yourself for getting up and out of the house. You did more than you did yesterday. You tried, you put the effort in, and that is worth celebrating. Getting fit and healthy, I have learned in the last year, is about progress, is about completing things. You build your confidence by noticing all the good things. And if all you do is complain and give out to yourself, you're not going to want to get up and do the next one. So congratulate yourself. Give yourself the pat on the back. You deserve it. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching my first video. If you want to come on the journey, if you want to curate a life that you love through tangible things like your mindset, your fitness and health, taking action, going towards your goal, then make sure to like this video and subscribe, because there is more coming and YouTube is sure to show you all the new content that's coming in the next couple of weeks.